Good morning everyone, this is Deborah back with another video for you. I'm going to make some little pockets and what they call tuck pockets when you're talking about junk journals. So what I'm using is the Stamperia range, and this one's called Atelier. If you want to see through the book that I've used of papers that I've used, papers and tags, then I've made another video on that and I'll link to that for you. What I've done is I've already started. I've cut out some of the shapes that are in the actual book. Here's an example. So I've just cut out some of the shapes. I've also cut some papers down. These are 5 by 6. I've made these and really like this, pretty. What I want to do is make a few more items to go in the set that I'm doing. Here's one that I've already made, and I've made this from the mannequin shape that's in the book, and I've just backed it with some black paper that I had, black cardstock, and then I've put a piece. This is actually from the cover of the book, so it's a piece that perhaps you normally wouldn't use, but I've used it and I've stitched around it. I've put a bunch of flowers and a button on here. And the other thing I've done is I've used some words, and these actually come from the back of the Tim Holtz stencil. And what I've done is cut out the words that I can use. So this one, these are all from the back of this one stencil packaging. So don't forget you can use your packaging. And I've got endless possibilities. So this one's already done. And now I've got a couple more that I wanted to do. So I thought I'd talk to you about that as I do it, and maybe you can do it too. The postcard is one that comes in it. All I've done here is rounded the corners using my corner punch, and the same for this one. This has just got the corners rounded on it, and that's a really good little journaling spot there. The butterfly's so beautiful, isn't it? Love it. And I'm going to make a little tuck pocket, and I thought I would take these 3, which are tags that are in the set, and what I want to do is I want to overlap them like this, and then sew them down just on the edges here. So I'm just going to pop to the sewing machine and do the first part of it. I've sewn the 3 tags together just using some black thread. I've got it in my old sewing machine, and I've used a zigzag stitch, but you could use whatever you like. Doesn't really matter, your preference. So I've sewn that down, and I also inked around the edges of everything before I started. Now I'm going to sew this just down here and here. So what it's going to do is create this really nice little tuck pocket. But it's a bit different. Instead of just having one thing as a tuck, I've put the 3 tags together. So I'll pop away and do that. Here's my little tuck pocket all sewn. How cute does that look? Then you can put your little journaling card or whatever you want in there. Oh, that's just adorable. I love it. Okay, so I've now got 2 of the set. Let's talk about what we're going to do with these. And this could be a journaling spot. If you want to make it a bit different, then perhaps you can lay some things over it. And I'm really just talking out loud here, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. As usual, just using this little trimmer, cutting first of all around the edges of the tags that I just cut out. I'm just eyeballing it. You know, I don't like things that are super neat. Well, I shouldn't say that. I do like things that are super neat. It's just I can't do them. I'm a messy person. I was a tomboy growing up, and I'm just a messy person. So I can't help myself from being messy. I wish I was a really neat person. It's just not happening for me. Just whip around this. But if you're a neat person and you like to measure things, then, you know, I applaud you. Want to do things absolutely perfectly, you can go for it. So this one, I'll just grab my corner punch again, So this is just a corner punch. It's an EK Success corner punch. I've had it forever. I'm just going to round the corners of this tag. I think visually that's a bit more pleasing too, but each to his own likes and dislikes. Yeah, that's pretty. And I might leave this one straight because it's more of a tag, but I'm definitely going to ink the edges. I'm just using Tim Holtz Distress ink in Ground Espresso. Espresso. I have trouble saying espresso. I always say express, so apologies for that. I don't know why. Oh, anyway, so there you go. So I'm just inking around those edges just to get that white edge where I've cut it. It'll give it more definition and dimension if you ink the edges. That's what I think anyway. Now let's have a look. What are we going to do? I just think the postcard's so beautiful by itself that I don't want to do anything on it. And you could always use that for journaling on the back. But this one here is, what are we using? So this is the other half of this piece here that I use. So it's the same size, about 5 by 6 inches approximately. And we could put and do this one here and overlap this like that, couldn't we? And then put this off. Nope, that's not working for me. Like I said, guys, this is called Craft with Deborah because I really have no idea what I'm doing. Actually, I might turn this up because I didn't like the ruler close. See how I had the rulers there, and this was upside down anyway. That looks better, doesn't it? That looks better. And for some reason, I like it on the left-hand side. I mean, yeah, to me, it just, I don't know, I like the aesthetic of it on the left-hand side. So if you like that too, then go for it. But you can put it on the other side. You could put it this way, like this, if you wanted to. Now, I just can't do that. My brain's telling me that that doesn't work. So we'll put it here like this. So I think I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to sew, and then I'm going to sew it on like I did with this one here. Because I think this will make a lovely little tuck pocket. And, you know, if you put them throughout your junk journal, there's no reason you can't have 2 tuck pockets the same, or not the same, but in a similar story, similar colour story, in a similar layout. It's a bit different. It's not exactly the same. So I think I'm going to go and sew this one, and I'll be back in a tick. Here we are. Now we've got 2 gorgeous little tuck spots. One there and one there. And they're the same but different. So you can stick those onto your journal page and you're good to go with those 2. I'm just looking at this and I just think maybe it just needs something else, doesn't it? It's not quite enough. Ah, some words. I forgot about the words. Oh. What we've got here are the 2 words that I cut out before. Ah, that's what it needs. It needs some words. So I'm just going to glue that down. Creativity on that one. It's better. Yep, I think that's given it something. I don't think this one needs anything. That's pretty busy, so it's fine. Just grab a baby wipe. Where would we be without baby wipes, I tell you? Yep, and that's just got a bit of glue coming out, a bit of wipe. And then I've got, so I've got that one, that one, that one. Let's see. Hope you're enjoying crafting with me. I hope you're doing some crafting too while you're watching. And I hope I'm giving you some inspiration as we go along. This one here. Don't like any of those. What does that look like? Leave the postcard how it is. No. And I've cut another piece of card out, so that's the same paper from before, and I'm just thinking that I'm going to put something on here with this, but I think that's just, it blends a bit too much. Even with the ink around the edges, it's just got a bit much of a blend, I think. And so this piece here is, I think it's 7 inches by 4 inches. I cut this one, and I'm just going to put that down there, and I'm wondering if, yeah, so you could tuck something into there, couldn't you? So if I go and sew around the edges of this one, I think I might cut the size of the paper down a little bit so it's more of a pocket. Although I could so if you're making anything at the same time as you're watching me, please share it in the comments section below. I'd really enjoy that, to hear from people who are out there crafting at the same time. I think this is what's bothering me. Yeah, I don't think I actually like that shape. Oh, sorry. This is a, a thread card, so, and that's the shape that it's meant to mimic, but I'm not sure that I actually like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop it off. Maybe then inspiration will strike and I'll be able to use it. Oh, that's much better. That was just, I think that's what's been throwing me off all morning, is looking at that and thinking, oh, I don't know that I want to actually use that particular thing. But I will round the corners. I do like my rounded, oh, that didn't go in. I do like my rounded corners. Gosh, I'm having all sorts of troubles today. Let's see. Okay, so it's a little bit bigger than that. And I like the thimble and the scissors that are on there. It's really lovely. So we're just going to put that there. I would like something round here. Oh, hang on. Maybe I can put this in here. Whip around this. Don't forget to follow me, like my video or subscribe on YouTube, because I do make a fair few videos and I'm getting quite a lot of new products in. Well, new to me. Some of them are old products, but I enjoy looking back and seeing what people have been doing since I've had a big break. And just ink those edges too. Get that there. That can go up the other way because the ruler's up the wrong way. Not that it really matters, but it's what I want. And then this one I'm going to put in there like that. So I'm going to sew all this together. And where's my word? Oh, come on guys, what happened? Oh, here it is. I thought you'd stolen my word there for a minute. And I'm going to put imagery, perhaps not there, perhaps I'll put it here like that. Let's visually see how that looks. Oh yeah, that's nice, I like that. So I'm just going to go and sew all that down now. Of course you could glue it down, you don't need to sew. I just like the tactile feeling that the sewing ends up as, and the look of it, because I like the black. I think it makes everything pop. So just pop away and sew that, and I will be back in a moment. So here's that one, and I'll just glue on the word. The only problem is I've sewn where I was going to tuck that under. Okay, well we'll just rethink that, and we'll just pop it here instead. How does that look? Yeah, that's okay. Okay. So now we've got another little tuck spot. Love this. You'll be able to put a lot of journaling in these. And honestly, I'm not sure that that isn't enough. So if I look at my set, I've got 3 tuck spot pockets. 1, 2, 3. Yep, they all work. All sewn down. I've got my lovely little mannequin with all her flowers and things on it. And I've got the postcard, which has got the butterfly on it, and I just don't want to really do anything to that because it's just too gorgeous. I've got this journaling spot, a couple of journaling spots that can be stuck in, or even use them in the pocket itself. I just think I'll round the corners of this because I've got a bit of a rounded corner theme going here, haven't I? I don't want to have an odd man out. There you go. So I've got one that's going to be portrait. Put them in here. And one that's landscape, which you could just stick on your page. You could even use it portrait. You don't have to use it in the landscape mode. The same with all of these. You can put the butterfly up, stick that on your page. So there you go. I've got a lovely bunch of gorgeous things for my junk journal. Thanks for watching. Cheers.